Right, so today is day 185 of my attempt to plant a tree every day for 2023, and I am still waiting for a lot of my little seedlings to start coming up. So we're going with one that has come up quite well and that I've got quite a lot of, and they won't get much bigger in pots, so I might as well plant them out. So this is Eugenia uniflora, the Suriname Cherry, which is, as you might guess from the name, a South American fruit tree. It's quite a tasty little fruit. It's not particularly closely related to a cherry, it's more closely related to things like waterberries and guavas, although it does vaguely resemble a very sort of abstract cherry, and the flavour is also best described as abstract. It's pleasant, but it's not what you expect from the look of the fruit. But it will be perfectly happy living and fruiting under much, much larger trees without any real trouble. And so, yeah, so it's quite a good one for this sort of situation. It does like water, but it will tolerate, especially once established, drying out, and it really will not, as I said, get much bigger in the bag. It will stagnate for a long time, and sitting in a bag here means each day is another risk of a pouched rat or a chicken deciding it's going to be your last, so might as well plant it out. In with this, I'm going to be putting Dracæna fragrans, which is going straight to the north of this, because there is a little bit of shelter from the west, so it won't be suffering so much from the afternoon sun, but just to get the sort of midday sun this time of year catered for, we're putting the Dracæna straight to the north, and then we're going to be putting a little piece of one of the unknown aloes directly to the west as well, so any other light that does get through will be hitting that, and that will be spreading out and forming a nice succulent thicket around the base of it. And finally, I'm going to be putting a piece of Cotyledon barbae, which I thought, as per usual, was more rooted than it actually was. It does have a couple of roots, but nothing to write home about, which will also be a part of the succulent thicket, and also add a little bit of different chemistry to the base around here, and just make it a little bit less interesting to anything that might try and nibble on it. And one of the advantages I don't usually talk about of all these companion plants is that they all grow very readily from cutting, so having any extra ones planted out means I will have more to take cuttings from and plant more and more and more and more and more and more and more. So eventually I'll have a very large stock, and so then if I want to trade plants for more interesting plants, I will be able to trade lots of boring plants for a few interesting plants, which would be good. But that should be everything for today, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do tune in again tomorrow, because I should be planting something else. It won't be Eugenia uniflora again, but I don't know what it is. It might be in daylight, it might be more interesting, but I cannot promise that.